Alright, the last tool we're going to use for really kind of finding our head term list here is the Google AdWords keyword tool, keyword planner. And you have to actually set up an AdWords account, and you'll have to actually put in credit card information and start an ad. And as soon as you get in, you can stop the ad, and it won't charge you anything, but you will need an account, and you will have to go through that process to set up your account. But then once you're in, basically what you want to do is go to Tools and then Keyword Planner. And in this case, we're actually going to do something a little bit tricky. Instead of using the Keyword Planner to search for keywords based on a seed keyword, you could do that. You could play around with this. One of the things that's unfortunate is that Google Keyword Planner has stripped out a lot of the useful information as far as how much search volume any term is getting. It used to be the kind of golden standard in checking search volume, but now they don't really give us any data unless you're spending a lot of money. And so we have to use these other tools that we've been looking at. But we're actually going to just do a Google search for, we're just going to kind of pick one of the terms that we have been using. So I'm just going to we'll take this one this time, boudoir photographers, Oklahoma City. We'll search for that. And we're just going to take the first result here. It's like they're actually the first and second result. You could take the second, whatever it is. You don't have to take the first result every time. You want to take basically the first or second photographer result. This one is actually a good one, it looks like. So we're going to take that, and we're actually going to go in here and search for keywords using a phrase, website, or category. So we've got our competitor's website. We're going to put that in your landing page. Now, if that happened to be your website, you could use that too, but really we want to use a competitor site here. And you can repeat this process for as many competitors as you like, but I'm just going to do it for one. We're going to click Get Ideas, and that is going to tell us a whole bunch of ideas based on what it finds on our competitor's site. And so here we have like a lot of really general terms. You may want to click on Add Group Ideas, and you may want to see if you can find something that is specific to Oklahoma City. Like here we go, OKC Boudoir. That might be a good one we want to look at. Or Photography Tulsa. Some of these are getting a little more specific. You can also use filters to narrow down exactly what you're looking for, but for right now, let's just do, let's go ahead and look at this OKC Boudoir. That's only 6 terms. Notice they'd give us really vague average monthly searches. Still, it helps us know that this one gets 10 times as many searches as these, but it doesn't tell us much about exactly how many. Let's see if we want to go back and add some more. You might just want to go back to this keyword ideas. Let's see how many total. It's given us 720. Let's go ahead, and we're just going to download all of them for now. And some of these are really vague. I don't know if we want all of these. This is one of those times when you really have to just kind of decide how you want to do this. Whether you would rather sort in Excel, go ahead and download everything now and do some sorting there. I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to go ahead and click download, and basically I want an Excel CSV, and let's see if anything else. That's all. So we're going to go ahead and click download, and we'll click save file, open that for us. And in this case, you may want to clean up some of this. We don't need the currency or the AdWords information. The competitiveness, again, this is only for AdWords. It's not something that you want to use to make decisions on organic ranking. But let's go ahead for now. We'll just pull this whole thing into our spreadsheet again. It's always great to keep as much as possible for, when you want to come back later and look at things. And so we'll just call this, and you might want to name it after that one competitor or something else if you would like, but for now that's all I'm going to do. So At that point, I might come in here and do a filter, and I might filter in this column for OK. Let's just see what happens. So see, now I'm filtered down to only, like 50 or 60 or something like that. And so I can go through these and pick the ones that I really want. But see, like, this is something that I might not have found from some of the other searches. Sexy photography in Oklahoma City. So there's some interesting things that came up here for sure. What I'll do is I'll actually take these. Notice I'm getting some things like book photography because it had OK in it. I'm going to take that, I'm going to copy that and paste it here, and then I'm going to do another filter for, let's see. See, I don't necessarily want to filter for boudoir because I had that one that was different, like glamour and things like that. Let's do photo, see if that changes anything. Still not helping me a lot. I'm getting there though. So we'll just delete some things. I don't need photo books or book photographer. And we could, let's see if we want, maybe I could do like a negative filter. I could filter here, and if there's something that's like book, I don't want anything with book, so I could go in here and just delete those. Some of those might have been interesting though, like someone might be searching for how to get an album for their repertoire, so you might want to look into some of these things as you're filtering. Let's see if there's anything else that's really obvious that I don't want here. Wedding, I don't want anything wedding, so I can filter out wedding. You can do this manually too. I'm just showing you a couple different methods for sorting. And at that point, clear the filters, and I don't necessarily want Oklahoma photography. You can just kind of go through and pick and choose what you want. For right now, I'm not going to do too much more than that. I'm just going to, let's see, I'm just going to delete a couple more here. That's good enough for right now. I'm going to take those and I'm going to add that to my head term list over here. And at this point, I'll delete this little worksheet I was using. That's good. And so far, I've used all of these tools, and I've come up with head terms that I'm going to be using. So what I'm going to do after this is we're going to actually get rid of duplicates, and we're going to run this back through a couple of our tools for checking search volume, and then we're going to start organizing them into groups. And that will really help us to make decisions on how we want to use these keywords and which pages we want to rank for them, and how we can use different keywords on our on pages, different similar keywords and basically topics instead of keywords. So we're going to go into all that in the next videos.